Guys, welcome to the video. Today I brought the Dji Mini 2 with me as we've had some snow over the weekend, so it's going to be a great chance to do a bit of a review on this drone to see how it does in the snow. Is it able to still get good photos and videos, and what is the battery like? Spoiler alert, it was such good fun filming with this drone. I'm able to get some great 4K quality of the snow with photos and videos coming out like this. You can also use that 2x zoom to even get close to the action by punching in. If you just look at them here, they're actually sledge into this bush, and I'm able to zoom in now to get a bit of a closer look at it. That's brilliant. Able to 2x zoom in is really good. So I'm going to be showing you some photos as well. Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to be showing you how to use a bit of software which enables you to edit your raw files really easily to get some good shots. But just look at this. This is amazing. So I'm going to be looking at that battery life. It's actually -2 today. I've not warmed the battery up, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this drone fares in the freezing conditions, because we should get a lot of battery drain, or do we? Stick around and I'll tell you about that. But let's have a look now at a couple of photos from this drone. I did forget my ND filters, so this is just straight out of the drone, JPEGs. These aren't raw images. Really nice photos considering that sunlight without an ND filter, and all this is shot on auto as well, so they've come out really nice. Looks spectacular, really good quality from this drone. One thing I do wish this drone had was active track, just like the old Spark did and other drones. It would be amazing in this situation just to be able to track and lock on, but without that you have to do it manually and control that drone yourself. But the shots did come out really well. I'm dead impressed with it. I mean, that's cinematic mode, so it's a bit slow, but just the shots coming out of this drone, the quality on auto is really good. And that battery is doing excellent. I've took photos, videos, 4Ks so far, and I'm still on 77% battery in -2 conditions. Unbelievable. Right, let's see how the drone does with Quickshots, because it's also quite fun to do in this situation. This one's really easy to do yourself, but we're going to put it on auto. We'll put that range back to around about 100 meters. You just line it up with yourself, press Quickshot, and let's see how it does.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, that came out pretty well, but let's have a look now at Boomerang. This is going to be excellent to use in this situation. So you track it around yourself, select which way you want it to go, press
3,
start, and look
2,
at this. Excellent.
1.
That Boomerang shot is ace. It looks so good outdoors, especially when we've got some snow on a mountain like this. It's even better. But let's have a check in on that battery, 66%. So I've done 2 quick shots. I've been filming for quite a while in 4K quality, took some photos, and we're -2, still on 66%, roughly around about 15 minutes still of flight time. That can change a lot, but I think in this situation that's absolutely more than enough. So that battery level, it's good to see that with these firmware updates recently that it actually has improved a lot, and you're able to get a decent battery range again out of this drone even in really cold conditions. And this is where the portability of the Mini 2 comes in. It's so handy and easy to take with you without thinking, should I take it or not? Am I going to get lots of unwanted attention? It's just able to hover over there without annoying anybody. You can't really hear that drone. It's actually quite quiet. So unless it's really close to you, you don't really know it's there. And it's able to get decent quality photos and videos now. You don't have to carry a massive bag with you. I literally put this in a headphone case, put it in my pocket, and away it goes. So it's so easy to have with you. Anyway, check out a couple more videos, and I'm going to be talking through how to edit the photos quickly. Right, let's have a look at some photos. So this is the really easy way of editing your raw files. So on the Mac, I've got this software called Luminar 4. You can use Lightroom and Snapseed, they're free. This does cost a little bit, but it's really good and it's got some great features built into it. And it enables you to edit your photo really fast. So this now is a AI image enhancer. So automatically it's adjusted that picture from that raw image. And you can see it's that raw image from the top right hand corner. It says DNG, and it gives you lots of really good easy filters that you can use for your raw files. If we just look now, that's the before and then the after, just by a one click button, and then you can obviously adjust it more. You've got different looks you can do. You've got a haze removal that looks really nice. If you look at that now, it looks so much better again with just one click, and then you can export that again with another click. Using this slider here as well, you can move it over. That's the original, and then that's the edited version with a one click of the button. Also in this now, you've got different looks, and one of them is aerial, which is for drone pictures. And again, if you put this on, it's a bit extreme for some people, but some may like it, some may not. But if we just take a look now, that's the original, and then this is with the new filter. And look at the difference that looks with them blues in the sky, the contrast on the snow. That looks excellent, and that's just with a one click. So you can edit this to your style. If you like to edit your pictures and videos more, you can do that. But there's so many different filters that you can actually use, and all these are actually built into the software. I am going to be doing a full video on how I do my edits for photos and videos, but this software, especially for photos, is excellent at just being able to quickly enhance your pictures. I do like messing around with the sliders as well, but if you just want a one-click look, then this is excellent by using the different software that's built in. Now the great thing about this is you can actually change the sky as well. Some of them are a bit naff, but actually changing the sky automatically changes the look of your photo just by using the different skies which are built in. You can also add your own as well, but if you look at that now, that dramatic sky, and then you can move the horizon blending and then the relight scene so it actually matches up with the landscape, so it doesn't look like just some blue blob in the sky. So that looks really vibrant, spectacular. Yeah, everyone can tell that's edited, but if you want a complete extreme look, it can do it. Just look at that before photo, what the drone took, to what you can mess around with by doing in a one or two click buttons. So these are the photos now. Take a look at these, the JPEGs and RAWs. I've gone for a fog look on this one just by putting a fog filter on, and on this scene here, this is the original photo, and then it's just a one click button and it looks more dramatic, a lot more contrast. So I hope you found that helpful. I will be doing a follow-up video for that, but just shows you that this Dji Mini 2 is amazing in the snow. That drone battery lasted for all that. All them photos, videos, quick shots were all taken on one battery in -2 conditions. So I hope you found that helpful. Go and check out the other videos. A like and subscription would be amazing, and I'm going to see you very soon for some more videos. Take care guys, see you soon, bye.